Hi Libra, how are you guys? My name is Ascending Synergy Tarot. I'll be doing a 2020 tarot prediction. Thank you guys so much for coming to this channel. I appreciate your love, support, vibes, love, everything. Okay, so I'm gonna pull an overall theme to what to expect in this new year. Happy New Year's, y'all. Happy New Year's. Get some energy here for my beautiful Libra spirit guides. Some messages that you have for us, Libra spirit. Okay. So we have the heart chakra here and change that popped out. So overall, it definitely just feels like a lot of transitions, a lot of great changes, a lot of goodbyes, you know, a lot of things that we're just like leaving behind. Anything that's blocking our hearts too, we're just leaving that behind. I just feel like facing your fear, facing your fears, and really going after what your heart desires too. It's definitely a beautiful change in the air here. It definitely feels like you just releasing and really entering in the space of like, I'm ready. I'm ready, birthing a new, you know, really tapping into that heart, loving unconditionally, loving deeply. This do feels like a progression of understanding how to align your mind as well as your heart. And that's interesting. I was just reading, well, just seeing someone's tweet earlier from this astrologer, and it stated that Libra, you know, being its exalted, well, this is my theory, but he stated that, you know, you guys are ruled by Venus, right? The planet Venus. And, you know, your energy is a masculine energy. So it's like that yin and yang quality that you guys have. And I just kind of thought on that tweet, and I was like, well, that makes sense because Saturn is exalted in your sign, meaning that you have that perfect balance. You don't take on what's too heavy, the the weight of the world, but you know how to balance that weight of the world. And it's like, again, you finally coming into your final form. I'm getting like coming into your final form, and it's like dope. Okay, Libra, I see y'all. So let me put some crystals here for you guys. Wow, beautiful Libra spirit. Crystals that you have. Libra spirit. More spirit guys. Okay, the spirit got some more. Yeah, magic is happening. There's definitely expansion. This is the belief in all things that are possible. Look, I love it. Conflict is here. It's like you're a great conflict resolution. You know, I know every Libra I basically know is a really great mediator, a very peacemaking energy, because you're divinely connected. You know, this is a source. You definitely are tapped in for some of you guys. Others of you got, oh, I love this purple. So I'm just getting that you really are coming into like a really expansive year, 2020 here, just by really putting a lot more energy into yourself. You guys are the rulership of the 7th house, and that particular house is the house of relationships, business relationships, family, romantic partnerships, marriage, what have you. And I feel like you're just giving a lot more back to yourself this year, recognizing your power. And a lot of you guys could be in the music business or performing artists or dancers or sound engineers, what have you, but mainly I'm getting performing arts is definitely something here, like a battle, like being overcome in 2020. It's like you finally get your big break. and it's the most beautiful change in the world. And it's essentially coming from essentially putting a lot more energy back into yourself. I don't know what I'm getting. Some of you guys are quitting your careers to go follow your dreams. I'm getting that intuitively, but most part is that we're definitely resolving a lot of conflict that could have been in our previous year. And I'm just also getting like we're lightening up. Anybody just taking the lighthearted approach to life and not really taking too much of the pain with us. Just like finding a joke out of pain. Um, I think that's a very resilient thing for sure. Taking deep pain and really turning it into like divineness. And this is what I'm getting. It's beautiful energy here. So let me read the divine temple here. Wow. So this represents all our chakras. This is used with clear and smoky quartz and also sometimes amethyst. But this is really inviting you to enter deeply into inner temple, receiving divine wisdom and love from the universe. This is restoring your deep connection to yourself and all that allows you to experience inner peace and clarity. This is an energy here that we're connecting to the love and wisdom of the universe. Like, it's reminding us to really understand that this is the ever-flowing supply of love and wisdom, healing, abundance, support. And, if we ever feel disconnected, this is definitely here to awaken us and really taking the time to go within to reflect on what we like really give out in this world and really looking to put that back into ourselves. I'm definitely getting that is for majority of you guys is pouring back into yourself, and it's such a joyous occasion. It is such a beautiful joyous occasion here. You could have someone around you influencing you into going into your higher space, tapping back into your heart space. Some of you guys, this is a conflict of really resolving a lot of deep trauma and things of that sort here, and really resolving it by loving it away. Wow. That was beautiful. Wow, that really like touched me. Sorry. Not saying sorry, but that was beautiful. Yeah, guys, it just feels like a very beautiful healing, overcoming, but it's just really tapping more into ourselves and believing in all of this at that too. So I'm gonna pull a card here for each month and break it down for us for Libra spirit. These are like sticking. We had the overall energy, yeah, the Chariot in the reverse. This is definitely moving away from things. Yeah, it's over. We have been deeply scarred and moving away from mother figures. I'm getting moving away from things that we felt like there was a lot of conflict. There was just the only way was out, you know, the only way was out. Um, so definitely that is the huge catalyst here for this year I'm getting here. But it's definitely moving us into a place of tapping into that inner wisdom, knowing that all things come from the oneness of the universe, being connected from that space, that wisdom of the hermit. You know, this is time to really just take some time and go inward with these answers, or literally going into research mode to find those answers that you seek here. January, we had the mama of coins, so that is our queen of pentacles here. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy. But this is the energy where we're feeling stable, we're feeling secure, we're feeling finally safe. Like, I'm getting that energy of we just finally feel safe. You know, things have been resolved. Things that we're just putting things behind us. Oops. Sorry, guys. So, yeah, we're putting things behind us. You can see that it's clogging our head space. Is blocking our intuition. It's a lot of things that we had to move away from. This could be a physical moving away from an environment that really left us sad and kind of disappointed, like very disappointed in something or someone. And really seeing that we're still in a space of feeling clogged from the memory of it. Um, Also from the intuitive space, just, you know, this is now peaceful. Moving away from this, even while we're disappointed, it still found some sort of peace to it. You know, peace comes at a sacrifice. We get disappointed, things happen, we have change of location. But now we're feeling more safe. We're going to understand, in which case, how to move about this energy here. And January is a big focus on that. February is just learning how to tap into your spirituality. Love energies. Wow, look at this. The same energy. Wow. Um, February is gaining clarity on emotional fulfillment. What is that for us? What is that spirituality awareness, that intuition? Something feels like it's clogging it. I just keep hearing clog. Um, if there's drama surrounding a situation or perspective, or our inability to kind of write, or inability to tap into our own emotions, yeah, just feel like it feels like apathy. And February is a big, beautiful love offer that helps unblock these clogs, mental clogs. Or this is absolutely coming into a spiritual understanding of it. And it definitely helps you move more into a space of what your heart is, where we want our hearts at, where we can, like, that flow of energy, that where that unconditional space is sourced and stored at. It definitely also feels like we might not understand how to tap into our hearts. And this February is going to be like, not forcing you, but you're just going to have too much love around you to not be in the headspace anymore, where we just feel completely still kind of not seeing another perception, or dealing with individuals who are like this. No matter how much you love them, no matter how much you love them, they are hell-bent on always misunderstanding you, or hell-bent on misinterpreting you, or discrediting you, um, just like for chaotic sake, you know. So March is definitely learning how to get our strength back. Sometimes, you know, some of these situations kind of take our energy. You know, when we're dealing with mental pursuits or dealing with matters of the heart, you know, and disappointment and emotional situations, yeah, it could really definitely deplete us. Um, but there's something that we have to address. March is definitely finding that inspiration again, or looking to find it again, because there's definitely balance here taking place. But I feel like this new energy, this new path in life, this higher way of thinking, this enlightenment staged because of the things that were difficult to move from, because of the selfishness of something, because of someone's lack of empathy, compassion. It just feels like it's still difficult to process. But in the same space, you definitely are in a new chapter in your life, especially in March. I definitely feel like this is you going into the new year, but March is definitely that new path, that perfect alignment of what balance essentially is. Having to go through that disappointment and that now the ugly truth of someone coming out, and still not really understanding why. Um, you know, you can't love. Yeah, like I'm getting like you can't love someone into their wholeness. You know, it's just so unfortunate that we can't do that. You know, some people just have to process their own particular way. Um, here. So, woo, April is a 10. So, you are really tapping in. It just feels like a very spiritual year so far. April is a 10 of Swords. We are in beautiful loves. It's like we could always go to our family, our friends. Some of you guys definitely have a really beautiful support system, especially when things feel really heavy. Um, you know, we definitely have that beautiful support. Um, and being reminded, especially in April, how amazing that support system is for us through the trials and tribulations and suffering and things of that nature in life. And I definitely feel like the emotional fulfillment is stemming from you really tapping into our creativity. Some of you guys could be writers as well, but it's like what you write is very profound. It just feels like creative blocks. It definitely feels like writer's block, creative blocks, and there's something that I feel like is being addressed intuitively. That it's like you're picking it up and you're starting to see the way it's, oh, like I love this energy because it's like it's happening, but it's in such a beautiful way, even though it's like still like hard to process. Um, we have the Temperance here. So for June, we're definitely going to a place of peace, a place of balance, a place of harmony, a place of connecting, coordinating. Something goes very well here. We have angels that look after us. I'm definitely getting a lot of processing our hurt, our pain, deeply hurt, or just things that we found that were very manipulative. Um, this could have been like a mother who was very manipulative and finally making peace with why she is who she is. This could be a feminine energy, or you know, this is just someone who's very emotionally manipulative and used their emotions as weapons, and it's kind of like making peace with it. Just really making peace with it. So, yeah, so in, what's that? January, March. Hold on, January, February, March, April, May, June. So July is definitely popping. Like it throughout the whole year is popping. You're gonna be busy. It's just you processing. It just feels like a lot of processing that's happening within this change here. Because I feel like definitely July is that feeling of, okay, what steps do I have to take for my emotional fulfillment? What things have to go? What are these fears that I have? What am I not learning? What is the lesson here? Um, there is this way of like we don't want to like move on from something, but it's happening. And if this is essentially something that we're processing, I'm talking about from the physical realm. If someone has obviously passed on, this is you processing too, and that is okay. This doesn't. This I'm talking about the energies of us needing to leave some really toxic people behind and still like processing the pain, or if we in fact actually did this, we're still kind of like feeling it, and it makes perfect sense here. But that's what makes you so incredible, Libra, in this year, because these changes are really connecting you more into a very more authentic heart space, and it's, you know, what it is to be now mature in in emotional states here. Whether someone is being overindulgent, if you're like the one who has to take care of someone who has addiction behaviors and really monitoring them, I feel like you're tired of that as well. And it's kind of like that's not your responsibility. You know, it really isn't. And you kind of understanding what's really holding you back. And because you love so much and so loving, you know, these, yeah, I think like this year is definitely teaching you that these aren't your problems. These are other people's problems, and you're taking them on, and it's kind of taking a lot from you energetically. And I feel like that's definitely like one of the biggest lessons here, or the biggest message here. So July, August. So yeah, it's hard. It's like August is saying put your boundaries up. August is teaching you all about the power of boundaries. Listen, I had to learn that lesson last year. It is an ugly lesson, but you get to a point where you're fed up. Like, wait a minute. It's just that aha moment. And it's a beautiful aha moment, because now you have that reserve strength to really put your guard up. And in such a very righteous way. It's not any way callous, conniving. Your intent is to protect yourself, protect your heart, protect your space, protect your energy. It's very important. You starting to realize this. The spirit. And we have another 9 here, so there's completions again here. There's things that need to be like, there's another cycle here, and I feel like it's definitely going to keep coming up throughout the year. If we decide not that new cycle in March, then it's coming up again. What's that? January, February, March, June, July. Like, it's just going to be always these beautiful open portals here for you. September, beautiful. It's like you just get out of your headspace and know who the hell you are. This is an Aries energy. This could also be Leo or Sagittarius, but this is you just stepping into your power. August is so beautiful. You put boundaries up because now you're seeing like where things are kind of going wrong. It definitely feels like where you are in a place in life where you like, I have to put more effort into being more self-efficient, self-assured, self-aware, self-sufficient. But it's definitely that boom, moving into that space. There's a lot about blockages happening here. I love it. September, just really tapping into your spirit again. Spirit is like really prevalent here. You know, moving up, it's like an ascension of spirituality. Like what needs to happen and like seeing how we can ascend. There's a lot of ascension here in 2020 for you guys. Um, it's just not allowing to block it. It's going to continually tap you on your shoulder. At any given point, you can always turn around and accept this beautiful journey that is awaiting you. Um, I don't even, it just feels like it's a beautiful, gentle tap on your shoulder to kind of like mature you up into like the most beautiful part of who you are. Not saying that you're not already are, but into that really like angelic energy here. It's just taking my breath away. It's really beautiful, Libra. So beautiful. Let me clarify this morning with the Earth Spirit. Some of you guys are definitely blocking these blessings trying to come in. When there's advice, I do see like someone's looking to give you advice in there. Give me a second. I feel like someone's looking to give you advice that kind of stops you short from your success. And I feel like you have to be mindful of taking advice. Yeah, I'm getting taking advice. This person could really be a naysayer. Someone who essentially believes that there's something, but they really are like, they do things unorthodox from an unorthodox place. However, they create a lot of stagnation in their life because they're not righteous. They're coming from like a really like impeded, I don't want to say perverse, but sometimes perverse ways. Like a really nasty priest who touches little boys, like something like that. It's just like, you know, they have a lot of energetic flaws, and really being mindful of those type of energies. It doesn't have to be a priest, but you know, someone who's energetically perverse and they don't live their life righteous. They'll do anything to get to anywhere, but they proclaim themselves to be something holier than they essentially naturally are. And you know, you kind of see that. You kind of see through that. You're just like, I see through that. You know, with this Sun card here. But something is definitely exciting. All of the stagnation, all of the things that we felt that we would stop short of, it's now like over in September. It's just like this, oh, like I get it, I see it, you know, I'm after it here. I love that the sun is here. Things are absolutely being okay. And also, just one more message here for September. It definitely also feels like, again, don't be blinded to what's being like not worked on. I feel like this year is going to continuously push you into you being a better artist, better creative, what have you here. And you're going through these experiences to get more content for your art, and it's coming from a very authentic space because these were very authentic experiences. October is the little blade in reverse. Yeah, it's just, again, I'm getting someone who just feels mentally clouded. But October doesn't feel like we're dealing with that anymore. Again, watch out for really individuals who try to drain your energy and take your ideas. Ew. I'm getting somebody's like looking at, yes, I was going to say trademark, copyright, whatever you got to do. Someone is, wow. Yeah. October, protect your art. Get things notarized. I'm just getting all kinds of energies here. Yes, someone is really sneaking to get your creative pursuit, so be mindful of this. It just feels like, I'm glad we're doing predictions, right? So, yeah, notarize, do what you have to do, publish your work before sharing it with other individuals, all of that, because I feel like I don't necessarily think that you think so highly of your creations, but other people do. And because of that, they kind of play on our emotions to ascertain what we have created. So definitely be aware of that. And look at this. November, blessings, 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 opportunities, financial abundance, um, great financial pursuits here. Um, it's beautiful, just a beautiful beginning. Like finally ready to like take on great ass opportunities, presenting your work to the world, and being highly notated about it. Yeah, you're being celebrated for your work. You're being absolutely adored and celebrated for your work. I don't know if you guys have certain things and events that's going to be taking place in November, um, but geez, you're just so celebrated, honored, pursued. You probably, if you have to travel to get there, but this is you really being celebrated for all of the things that you have accomplished in your life and are also pursuing here. December is that learning experience of why things had to be the way they are. Some of you guys could be like maybe thinking about going back to school, but essentially not choosing that path. Okay. Wow, that's a lot. So, December is definitely taking some time and really facing what is our fear. The only energy here that's in the upright is this Queen of Swords, and that's our Libra energy here. This is an energy, Libra, where we are really going into our mind space and intellectualizing the things that have been inner conflicts, chaos, um, chaos within the home, within partnerships, family members, and seeing how the fear of disconnecting from something or someone has really affected our lives and our confidence and our self-esteem and our worth. And you are just really gaining a beautiful understanding on what needs to take form and shape and place in your life. This also feels like facing your fears is very imperative, and it's still like a very troubling um, application to our life. It's like we know what we have to do, but we're not doing it because of the fear. But overall, this is the Ace of Wands. Once you do cross this threshold or this new energy field here, there's just so much on the other side that we fear. On the other side of fear is everything, literally everything. And once you do this, it is just such a great, beautiful path in life, for sure here. So let's get into some love messages here. Libra, what love and ease here for Libra spirit? Okay. Wow. So we got deception, past life relationship, worth waiting for, healing family issues, and codependency. Alright. Alright, Libra. Listen. From this perspective and 2020, it's like our partnerships are a reflection of the experiences that we had growing up, who have not nurtured us, who have left us emotionally fending for ourselves emotionally. We've been placed out into the world trying to understand something that we weren't either, we didn't have that experience, or we learned in a very harsh way about handling our emotions. And because of that, you know, this was the experiences that we are receiving in our relationships, and these are reflections of, you know, who we're dealing with. And this could go vice versa. These are the experiences that you could also be having with others. But for the most part, it's like you either cleaning up the mess of somebody, which in fact you don't have the obligation to do. And this is really coming from the fact that I do feel like we're holding on to something or someone that we really do have to let go. Um, yeah, it's like it's just one-sided. You know, we just need more out of life. We deserve better. We deserve equal amount of love. And you know, again, with the healing family issues, this definitely feels like some sort of pain within our parents, and also really hung up about someone that we really have known. Some of you guys are definitely reuniting with others. Um, But again, it just feels like someone has to evolve. Someone has to really step into this energy where it's going to be constant conflict. And you know, you coming from your heart space and really coming from that space, and a lot of different changes are taking place in your personal life. You know, being mindful of people not might not be on that same vibratory frequency as you, Libra. And it's just very important to know, like, our own attachment issues to things, our own healing of our hearts, really being mindful of what unconditional love is. I think definitely this year, if you had a struggle with that, it this year something definitely feels like a reunitement with what you know is now valuable to you, and that value is your heart. So let's get some advice. Wow, so we have mountains here. So we have stand your ground. Ooh, 2020. Y'all not taking nobody's shit. Spirit guys are saying do not take nobody's shit. Let's see. I'm 28. So we have hold firm to what you believe in or focus on, because it is absolutely right. Know that heaven and earth are supporting you. Mountains are strong and wise. They are rooted deep in the earth and reach high into the sky. They have been where they are for thousands of years. They have been home to animals. They have been climbed by humans, and they have seen seasons come and go. No matter what has happened to them, they have remained strong, immovable, and unshakable. And they offer the spiritual energies of strength and resilience. This is here if you've been feeling pressured or challenged in this year. Know that your spirit is more powerful than you think. You are resilient and grounded, and the energy and air of the mountains is giving you the unshakable strength to be who you are. Take time to root yourself deeply in the energy of the earth before welcoming in the energies of heaven. If you are not sure what to do next, the mountain card here is inviting you to stay exactly where you are, talk things over with those around you, and know that change will come to you. You will be whole and well at the end of your current situations, and it will not stand in your way of your future growth and expansion. Libra, what a gorgeous ending to your reading. Nothing's going to stand in your way. Stand your ground. Be firm. Be whole. Be loving, and definitely just, it's just a very beautiful energy here for you guys. You're in your final form. So thank you guys so much for coming to this reading. Just be advised that this was only a general reading, so if you want a personalized prediction or any other readings that I have, you can go to my link below, ascendingsynergy.com. Take care, guys.